The extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Jaguars 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Two times. Get it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Minshew connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Leonard Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
5.
On first down, it's Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 30 base.
Right. He's turning on the right.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Stidham, off play action, going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Stidham. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On the draw, they go to Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield now, here's Stidham. And that is incomplete.
The 2nd down pass. Intended for incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stidham. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bring it.
Stidham now off the bootleg. And Thomas has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Stidham. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready up.
44, Mike, 44. Rip left.
Go.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Texans 14, Jaguars 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
Let's go now. 8
First
lead.
and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Scott Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Geis with a carry on second down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Now Stidham, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Stidham. He's got Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Stidham on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans first down.
Ready.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Stidham on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Stidham sets to throw on first. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff. Will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And the Texans first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. From the gun, Fields. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets it down to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DJ Reader, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Fields. This is caught, Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 7.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stidham. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And getting this just shy of midfield, he'll spot it at the 49. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
First down, Texans.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Ready, ready.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Start.
Now Stidham. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got one.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Switch.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
On 4th down, Fields. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set. 60 outlaw. We own it. We own it. Get.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
So Houston.